welcome to the Healthline.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Yogesh Desai, and I'm a pediatrician at Fortis Hospital, Bannerghatta Road, Bangalore.
Thank you so much for talking to us. All right, so doctor,
Thank you.
As we see the case of Gambia, there are 66 children who have died because of cough syrups, and now WHO claims that because of there's this Indian pharmaceutical company in India, Haryana. So they've claimed that these 4 cough syrups were made there, and it is completely, those cough syrups are completely harmful, and it can even cause death. It can even cause threat to human life, and especially to children. So, what is your comment on that?
See, basically, first of all, I'll put it across this way. It's not the cough syrup, which we are putting a blame on. It's the component of that particular cough syrup. Because when you say cough syrup, the human psychology, according to it is a human psychology, that mind goes, cough syrup means that every cough syrup becomes a villain or it becomes bad. So it's not like that. It's a component which has been found in that particular cough syrup, has been probably associated with the kidney injury which has happened in those 66 kids. So it's still under investigation. It would be very premature on my part or anybody else's part, apart from the investigating authorities, to give any concluding remarks. So let's wait for the investigations to happen. But I think let's probably be very clear in when our next question, when we put across the component, because that will take the fear or the apprehension or the anxiety from many people's mind if we just pinpoint at the particular component. So I think let's wait for the investigations, and then probably we can put it across as what was the culprit.
All right, doctor. Let's wait for the final verdict. As you said, let's see what is the claim all about. All right, moving on to cough syrups. If we talk about cough syrups, now parents, before giving any medicine or any pill or any cough syrup for that matter, before giving it to their children, they are peculiar about. They have a very strange mindset if something like this, if a news like this breaks up. So what do you have to say about cough syrups in general? Is it also harmful? If we talk about the general
Yes, I agree, and I'm sure in next coming weeks or coming days, we will have these questions being posed to us, is this cough syrup safe? Because of course the news which broke out. So my first thing is, of course, it's on us, our responsibility. How do we put it across? How do we clarify those thoughts which parents' minds, it will be running in parents' mind. So first of all, let me clarify, it's not that all cough syrups are bad. Of course, when any medicine or any syrup or any medicine, especially in particular to children, when it comes to the market or when it comes for the public usage, it goes through stringent tests and various steps where they find out, how its efficacy and any side effects and all. So I'm sure, when the authorities which take care of this part of the process they're very stringent, they're very, in their the work ethics and how they do it. So before it comes, it's deemed safe, then only it will be given to the children. So we go by that. So whatever the syrup which has been come to the market and been marketed and publicized has to be safe for the kids so that we can use it. We go by the component, what is there. Of course, when we give any syrup, we always look at the component of it. So most of the molecules are safe. Yes, sometimes now what we saw in this incident, it may be because of the contamination or the one of the component which was used in the cough syrup must have led to this.
Yes. All right, doctor, why my question, why I raised this issue was because we've heard that a lot of cough syrups are, toxic. It has some substances, some chemicals like that, which is not good for the human body. So that is why this was my concern. This was my main concern.
See, no, I got your point, but the only thing is we have to, if I think, whatever me layman, if I think, if something is there which is harmful to human body, why on first place it should be kind of put into the market or brought into the market? So I don't think so that's how it goes. But yes, there are certain components which, if they used in the formulation of cough syrups, let's put it very clearly, if they're used in the formulations or manufacturing of these cough syrups, and if they are consumed by human beings, can be toxic. And that's what has happened in this Gambia case. The particular toxin, you can say, the DEG, diethylene glycol, which is basically a cooler, which has been used, in antifreeze, which has been used in cars, petrols, and all those things. So there, it's not suitable for human usage. So once we ingest it, we will have issues with our kidney, liver, brain, everything. So that particular component was used instead of using a normal or safer component of glycerin. Probably that has been used, and that has led to this problem. And nobody intentionally, I would say, if somebody, a reputed company, those who go through proper ethics and stringent testing, will ever do this, which can definitely harm the patient, and definitely dent the image of the company also. So cough syrup in general, with when they come through this proper testing, are safer, barring few examples what we have seen. So it's not the cough syrup, it's the component which we need to look at.
All right, doctor. So this was my main concern, and this was my main. I wanted to know what you have to say about it, what an expert will say about this, because of course, in our day-to-day lives, even we as adults use cough syrup a lot. Even a normal coughing would require cough syrup. So that is why a lot of people might have these queries about it, and so that's it. I think thank you so much, doctor, for clearing out our doubts.
Yeah. Sure. Just one thing I have in my mind, and which I wanted to put across. See, what happens now, if as a professional, if I'm writing something, of course, I have a responsibility on my shoulders that what I write, it should be beneficial to the patient. It should not do harm or minimal side effects, so that, patient gets better. So problem happens, buying these cough syrups without the doctor, consulting a doctor, just going to a pharmacy, and most of the people will ask, give me a cough syrup. So they won't look at the component of the cough syrup. They'll say cough syrup. They will ask dry cough, wet cough, and give. So I think if we can cut down on that, if we can avoid doing those things, because if a professional is writing, he's aware of the component of that particular cough syrup. But if somebody just buying it off the counter, okay, there are chances that, the brand or the company which has been given to you may be substandard, or maybe, may have certain component which can be harmful. So ultimately, which can be actually harmful to you if you're doing this. So only suggestion or only advice from my side, I would say, is avoid buying this medication on the without the professional's advice, and directly from the counter, which would be the safest thing to do right now.
Right, doctor. And thank you so much for putting out the points so well. And thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.